All right, guys. First Monday of April, right? Am I going crazy? Yeah. No, second Monday. Shoot. This is what happens. I'm super pumped. Like, we still have so much time in the month, guys, and I hope you guys are super pumped after Super Saturday. I'm excited to hear from Brittanie and Justine and their take on this whole experience. Just a few reminders. We're doing a coaching opportunity call tomorrow night at 8. So if you have any bomb challengers right now, just go and ask them. I was telling Justine today, like, just say, hey, you're doing awesome. You're showing up. You're basically doing what I'm doing. Have you ever thought about paying it forward? And it's just a simple invite to the call to listen in and hear what we do on our team. Second, the key prize is a backpack. Sarah, I'm muting you. It's an awesome backpack, so just a fun little prize for the month. And then don't forget, guys, what you're doing right now is working towards the party at Summit. So if you hit Success Club 5 this month and earn a total of 20 points from April and May, so really your goal should be SC10 this month and SC10 next month, so that you can get into the Success Club party and celebrate with us. I'm super pumped about it. I know a lot of you are going to Summit, and it's just another kind of fun cherry on top in the Big Easy. So keep that on your horizon. You guys should have all gotten an email today from Beachbody about the Summit track selections. So we'll kind of talk more about that as it gets closer, but take a look in. It seems like all the speakers are the same in each group. It's just a different mix. So it shouldn't really matter, but we will pick a workout or two to do together. So make sure you share in the Summit group what workout you're interested in. And then lastly, 3-day refresh, April 24th, we're doing a team refresh. So get your challengers on board with it. That's how we build team volume, which helps towards our big goal of elite. And we want to get as many challengers experiencing something new and feeling really good going into summer. So go invite for that one. It's also a great way, like if somebody says no to an accountability group, hey, why don't you do the short and sweet 3-day refresh with us and experience a little bit about what we do? So you kind of turn a no into like a maybe, let me see how this works. All right, guys, any questions? Cool. All right, well, tonight I asked Brittanie and Justine to hop on and kind of share a little bit about their experience as new coaches. They've both been on board since the beginning of the year and have just been crushing it. So I just wanted to make this like super informal and let them kind of take it and run with it. So who wants to go first and kind of maybe introduce themselves and share a little bit about how you got started with Beachbody? They both say yes. Justine?
We all know my issues with this program. But I can go first since I'm like way past my bedtime right now.
Yeah.
How I got started with Beachbody, is that the first question?
Yeah.
Okay. So my husband has done P90X forever, since before he knew me. He has a bootlegged version. Obviously not great for the business, but whatever. Who didn't have a bootleg P90X? So I did a program with him in college, and then like one before our wedding. Like I was always like kind of bored of it. But then I got fat and like miserable. And then Danielle was kind of like, no offense, like harassing me to join. And I mean, it's true. Like I had every excuse in the book, and then finally I was like, you know what, new year, new me. I have like a photo album in my phone that's new year, new me, and it was like all motivation stuff. And the health bet is what really like convinced me to try it. And then like after the first month, I was like, oh, heck yeah, this is awesome. I lost so much weight. Like, this is great. And then I just kind of kept going. Did I know Danielle already? Kind of. She cheered for my sister's school, and we competed against each other. So that's kind of how we knew each other. But like not like, oh, let's hang out all the time, BFF type thing.
So Justine, can you talk a little bit about what made you say yes to coaching? Like,
yeah, so Danielle, every week I would get a text from her, you'd be a great coach, you'd be a good coach. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't like posting on Facebook, whatever. But eventually one of my friends was like, oh, I want to try what you're doing. And I was like, okay. So I texted Danielle and I was like, hey, can you sign my friend up? Like, she really wants to do this. And Danielle was like, no, like, you should definitely, sign her up and like get the money for it, which was like super nice of her to do for me. But yeah, so I signed her up and then like I started doing the coaching training and like so many of my, like I posted my first post, which I totally tried to jip that, and I posted it on my running Instagram where none of my friends followed me. It's all people I don't know. And I totally tried to like jip it and like not have anyone see it. And Danielle's like, no, like you don't get credit for this unless you post it on Facebook. And I was like, I literally said to my husband, I was like, I can't believe this. Like she caught me. She caught me like trying to like get past, like I even screenshotted it, posted it in the group. I was like, look, I posted it. Like, but yeah, so then I finally did the Facebook one and I was like horrified. I was texting my first challenger like the whole time because she's like one of my best friends. And I was like, this is like, I'm like not okay with this. I was like, I'm like freaking out. And then I had like all of these likes, and I was like, look at how many people like this. And I was like, yeah, but like, I don't know. But yeah, so needless to say, coaching was something that was also kind of harassed on me, but it's like, it's not in a bad way. I don't mean that rudely, Danielle. But yeah, and it was just like all of my friends just kind of wanted to like try what I was doing. And I didn't, so far, I haven't tried to sell. I'm like a very not pushy person. If someone tells me they don't have the money, I'm like, that's okay. Like, we'll still be friends. I still like you. But, yeah, I just like, I really like the workout programs and I really like the shake. And I mean, obviously, like I've been throwing up so much my whole life and I've been on medicine my whole life. I used to take like 20 pills a day. Now I'm like closer to like, I think I'm only at 4 right now, which is awesome. But yeah, I had stomach issues really, really bad. But yeah, so I just like really like all of the products and I'm clearly not good at like any type of public speaking. I just ramble and get really nervous. So just like tell me to stop.
No, this is great and real and authentic because I think sometimes we like complicate, oh my gosh, how should I invite this person? Obviously, maybe I harassed her. But guys, like just don't give up on the people that you see the vision in because sometimes they don't see it in themselves. And that's kind of what I always saw in Justine.
But like literally I was so mean to Danielle. I was like, no, like, and then she would say something and I would have like another excuse for her. And then I would be like, no. And then I don't even know. I pulled some of the excuses out of my ass. Like they're probably not even on the script of what to say. I made up so many excuses.
That'd be a good combo to go look back on.
I don't even think I want to. Like that's like that point in my life's behind me.
Good point. And we actually got on the phone in November, I think.
Yeah, it was right. I think it was way before November, but it was right when I moved into my new house and I was folding laundry and she got me on the phone and I was like, you know what? Like it's not the time for me. I just moved. Like I'm stressed out. Stress is another issue I've had. I still have, but I used to have like really bad stress-induced illnesses. They're getting better now. Like man, the personal development really helps in this, but yeah, I was like, I'm so stressed. Like I'm not going to commit to this right now. Like, I don't want to spend this money when I know I'm not going to commit. And then Danielle just kind of like let me say that. She told me about it. She let me say it. And I mean, I'm like literally, Pixel, get off my counter. Hey. Sorry. But yeah, like I'm like the definition of like how you win a challenger to like finally join because I don't know how Danielle convinced me to do it. And like, so like Jen O'Neill, like I know you guys have seen her in some of the challenge groups. She tried to get me to do it. I turned her down. I saw her in the challenge group and I was like, this is pretty bad because like she actually was one of my really good friends. So yeah, like it just like goes to show you that like the person who like could like keeps trying with you will like actually get it because Jen, since I like knew her personally and I knew what she looked like before she lost a lot of weight, I was kind of like, oh, okay, like this is a person I know. Like I know very closely. I've known since I was in first grade, but Danielle was the one who finally convinced me to do it. So it just like goes to show you that all that stuff that she says and you're like, this is really annoying actually works. Sorry.
Mic drop. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but it's just the power of the follow-up. That's what Justine's saying here. It's like, don't give up on somebody. you know? What do you think? So your coming out post was kind of a turning point for you, right?
No, that was not a turning point. That was like, I was miserable. I was like not a fan. Still not a fan. I try and post every day, and it's like literally pulling skin to figure out what to say. Like, I run a race. I have no problem posting about my races. Like, it's been so great that I've been running so much lately because it's so easy to post. But like literally, like I go for a run. I run like anywhere from like 3 to 8 miles usually. And like hi Casey, welcome. Casey got me a super cool present that I got in the mail today. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, I like literally spend like my entire run, and like sometimes I'm running for 2 hours and I just like try and think of something to post. Like it is so hard for me. And then I see all you guys posting and I'm like, wow, like I hate you all. You guys make it look so easy. And I like read my post 30 times to make sure like it's actually good. And then like I post it and then like I'll text my friend and I'll be like, hey, can you go look at this? Like I feel like I'm like a creep. Like am I being obnoxious? Especially my first one to join the accountability group. I know I was talking to Brittanie that morning. I texted Danielle and I was like, I need your help. She's like, I'm getting in the shower. And I was like, well, I don't want to wait. Like I need your help now. And I was just like, I was so panicked about like joining a group. And then I was like, do I sound like a salesperson? Like, I don't want to sound like that. But yeah, so posting, that coach post was not my turning point. I still hate posting on Facebook unless I'm posting about running, which is really easy to post about.
But that's totally okay because that's your thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But like everything else, I just like really struggle posting. I hate posting. I've never really been much of a poster. Until Beachbody started, I never even added a person on Facebook. I only approved people. Like I wouldn't go out of my way to add a person.
So you guys, this is proof you can get to SC10 and still not like posting. Yes,
Casey is the same exact way as me. We actually have frequent conversations about how much we struggle with Facebook. It is just not an easy thing.
Well, and guys, what we do is not normal, right? It's not normal to share your life like this. But when you know that there's somebody out there like Justine was 5 months ago watching, you know, and that's why you do it. It's not about yourself. It's about the other person. Can you talk about I know personal development's been big for you. Can you talk about how that's kind of helped you in your journey?
Yeah, so Java, stop. I'm sorry, my dog is like attacking my cat. So yeah, background, I was like wicked depressed and like miserable and in this downward spiral. Moving to New England was like, at the time, the worst decision I ever made because I was just like miserable up here. Like I don't regret moving up here. I love my husband. Best thing that ever happened to me. I don't know how he put up with me for the 2 years I was miserable. But yeah, so I was like really down, and when I tore my knee before my wedding. So like a while ago, like a year and a half ago, and I was just like miserable. That was like just it for me. Like I kind of got through to my wedding, and then after my wedding, I just like kind of gave up on everything. I couldn't do anything. I was in pain. So I got really fat and just like kind of gave up, and I was like really negative. My husband actually called me. So like my husband calls me Jussie, but like when I'm negative, he calls me Nussie. So like whenever I'm negative now, he'll be like, oh, Nussie's coming out. But yeah, so I started doing the personal development, and I didn't know what a podcast was when it started. And Danielle was telling me to do these things, and I was like, I don't have time for anything else in my life. Like I'm working out so much. Like, how do you have time for all of this? And then when I finally learned that it was like something I could download on my, like I didn't know for the longest time it didn't use data. But then I started downloading them, and I started listening to them on my way to work, which my commute used to be at least an hour on my drive-in. And it was at 4:30 in the morning, so no one was awake to be talking to on the phone. So I would like start listening to it, and then like every day, like slowly I was getting better and better and like getting more and more positive. And then now I'm just kind of in a point where I'm like, if you're negative, I just don't have time for you. Like you're just like bringing me down. And like, I mean, everyone like gets caught up in it. Like on my birthday, I got really caught up in negativity and I was like a mess over it, but it's all about like snapping yourself back. But like the personal development has been huge. Shalene is like my girl. I love her. I'm literally, my next workout program is hers just because I like her. But yeah, personal development is awesome. If you're not doing it, I highly recommend it. It like transforms your life. Even if you're in a good place, like it still can teach you stuff. Like the one I listened to this morning was about sleep and it was awesome. And I'm totally not abiding by it because I'm well past my bedtime. But hopefully Danielle changes the time that she does this call. So I bought books. I haven't had time to sit down and read them yet. The first on my list right now, I was supposed to do it for coach training. Didn't read it yet, but I've been doing personal development. But yeah, I love reading. I just like haven't, the new job has like destroyed me. But the past 4 weeks have been like, or 3 weeks have been a whirlwind. But the book that I'm getting ready to read first is The Champagne Diet. I personally love champagne, so thought it was fitting. I will get back to you. I'm sure when I start reading the book, I'm the type of person who like finishes it in a day. Yeah, you should get it because the summary for it sounds amazing. Who wouldn't want to read about like celebrating your life with champagne? I actually watched, fun fact, so I'm obsessed with Revenge Body by Khloe Kardashian. It's a great show. I've never seen any of the Kardashian shows, so this is my first exposure to any Kardashian. But they had, there was an episode and they were talking about if you're going to drink, you should drink champagne because it has the lowest calories of all of the alcohol content. So I saw that. It's a great show. It really is. I saw that and I was like, I'm going to start doing this. And my new favorite drink is rosé. I was like drinking it last weekend. And Liz, yes, I crush meal prep. But anyway, but yeah, so I don't even remember what I'm talking about. Sorry.
No, I think this was all great. Is there anything else specific you guys had for Justine before we switch over to Brittanie? I think and you can type it in the chat. I think the biggest thing is like she started off by saying she's not here to sell, she's here to share. And she just leads with her heart and shares what interests her. And that is just a genuine way for her friends to say, I want to do what you're doing. And she's proof that the product works. I mean, what did you lose? 35 pounds now?
I weighed myself this morning. I haven't weighed myself in a few weeks. I haven't weighed myself since the half because I've been eating horribly and I lost 3 more. So I'm up to 39, I think.
Like, that's insane, guys. And she's going to be a Beachbody Challenge winner. So you better.
Yeah, that's the plan. When I get to my like goal, I'm going to submit. And if I don't win, I'm going to be mad.
Well, you can keep submitting after each program, so you have more and more opportunity. But
yeah, I usually just do like my before from like the program that I do. But
yeah,
after like seeing at Super Saturday, that guy who did his, I was like, oh, but I also don't want my before picture to be like publicly posted, so I might not do it. We'll see.
But guys, it's just make it easy. Keep it simple. Just know that there's other people out there.
Hey.
Go ahead. Who is that?
I was hanging my dog. I apologize.
But I think it's so super simple. Like I was talking to Liz this weekend. I was like, I started this because I wanted more friends. And that's why Justine and I connected, I feel like, we just.
Oh yeah. I have no friends up here. New Hampshire, you don't meet people. That's a lie. I just joined a running group and it's great, but I have no friends up here.
Well, could be your next tribe member. You never know. Any other questions for her? Anybody? All right. Well, let's switch over to Brittanie and Justine. I know if you have to go, it's okay.
Then I'll listen to Brittanie for a little.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to meet you. Okay, so Brittanie, why don't you take it away and tell us a little bit how you started with Beachbody?
Yeah. So I too had a history with P90X. I did it in 2013 and I had a good 90 days there. I never skipped a day. I had a huge transformation and I haven't shared that publicly lately just because I feel like it's not what I look like now. So I don't know if I can use that right now. But after that transformation, I was in college, blah, blah, blah. But then I went into grad school, gained a bunch of the weight back. And I have been offered a lot of different, because I am a Zumba instructor and I'm very into fitness as far as college went. so a lot of people have approached me about Herbalife and Advocare and Arbonne and all the healthy product kind of things. And even Beachbody. Pay upfront the money for those things. And I knew, but I did know that P90X worked. So I believed in it. I just it wasn't the right time. And then Danielle added me on Facebook, and we have never met, but we went to the same university or college. So I, of course, was like, okay, another Hokie, I'll add her. And so, of course, she was really sweet and messaged me offering, or just kind of obviously asking the questions, asking about goals. And I love to talk fitness. So even though I didn't know her, I was just like, yeah, I do have goals and blah, 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 just kind of talking about them. And so she ended up telling me about the coaching opportunity call. And I too, like, living where I live, I'm 30 minutes away from where I work. I'm not near anybody that I went to college with or that I grew up with. So I live with my boyfriend, but other than that, I don't really have friends where I am. So whenever someone was reaching out to me to like talk outside of work, I was like, okay, I'll talk to other people. This sounds awesome, but that's not my thing. Like video chatting with people I've never met, let alone like, I don't know, it was very nerve wracking, but for some reason it just felt like, go for it. Don't say no to this. So I got on the call and just hearing her and Noelle, and I honestly don't even remember everyone who was on the call besides those two. But them, the way they were talking about Beachbody and how it brought them friendship and all those great things, it kind of felt like a sorority, and I felt like I was like rushing it and I was possibly going to be in. So I was super excited. And then I don't remember how long it took me after that call to actually sign up. I think I was waiting for a paycheck to come through. And so then I was like, okay, I do want to do this, but let me just wait until the 15th so I can get that money through. So I ended up signing up. So I'd never done a challenge group. And so I signed up as a coach and as a challenger at the same time and joined my first challenge group. And I will say the beginning has been rough because I do believe the product works, but I'm not proof of the product right now. Because my transformation was in 2013, working on it. But so, yeah, that's kind of how I got into it and where I stand now.
So what made you say yes to coaching at the same time as being a challenger?
I think honestly, it was the confidence that you were instilling in me. You're like, you've got this, you've got a history in health. You know, it was just having someone else tell me that I would be good at it. Cause I don't know that I truly believed that at first, and it was always something that was on my mind. I actually, you can create like a Beachbody profile so I submitted my P90X transformation pictures to get that t-shirt back in 2013. And I guess when I did that, I created a profile. I don't know if I fit in the t-shirt right now, but that's beside the point. So I guess I made a profile and I made an about me. And that was back in 2013. And I didn't even remember this, but I went and reread it when I signed up in January. And the bottom of my profile said, someday I want to become a Beachbody coach, because I was like so in belief of the product. And I didn't even remember that or know that I really wanted that. So going back and reading that, I was like, wow, I'm doing it. That's so cool. So apparently I really wanted to do that when I finished P90X, but it wasn't the right time. So kind of cool.
That's so cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about Team Cup? Because that was kind of a pivotal moment for you.
Yeah, Danielle was putting a team together for Team Cup, and she wanted to hit big goals.
Brittanie, can you share what that is? Because I think some of them don't know what it is.
Yeah, so Team Cup, I believe it happens twice a year.
Yep.
It's a month-long competition where you have different levels of prizes, and as a team, 5 people, you're trying to earn as many Success Club points as possible, and each Success Club rank you get, there's a different prize that your whole team can get. So I have my thing right here that we won because of our ranking. We got a little Beachbody Bluetooth speaker, which was super fun. But so it was just all about inviting, and that was scary to me. And Danielle told me she wanted to be on our team, and I was like, I'm not going to be a good team member. I'm new at this. I don't think that I have people that I feel confident talking to yet. Like, do you really want me on your team? Because if you're trying to hit goals, I don't think that I'm the person who should join you. And she was like, no, you should. It'll be fine. It'll be a great learning experience. And I was like, as long as I'm being upfront with you and telling you that I don't think it's going to be my best work, but whatever. So ended up going for it. And I did a HIT Success Club that month. Got my first couple of challengers, and that was kind of like the launching pad. So I was actually grateful that she, again, believed in me and told me I could do it and that I should do it. So it was great. But also I totally dragged my feet through my coaching training. I don't know if anybody else has done that or is in the middle of doing that maybe. I was mostly nervous about adding or doing all the public things. I could do everything behind the scenes, but whenever it came to posting and everything, I was nervous about it.
Can you speak to personal development? Because I know that's something else you said you won't miss in your check-in today. So
yeah, absolutely. So I have a 30-minute commute to work and from work, and I really value that time. And so I've started to use that as podcast time as well. I actually was doing a lot of personal development before I even started Beachbody with podcasts. I just found a couple people who talk about health and mindset and interesting things regarding fitness. So that was just a hobby of mine. So I was already listening to it. Then when I discovered that it was something that Beachbody really supports, I've only been doing it more. So right now I continue to listen to Primal Potential, which is this woman who has lost over 100 pounds, and she's all about mindset. And I think I would recommend her to anybody. Primal Potential, natural fat loss or something like that. And so she just talks a lot about really digging deeper into emotional eating and social eating and why do you do it and how can you change the way you're thinking about it. And she's really cool. So I listen to that regularly. And then the Shalene show, I really love Shalene. And I too almost want to do a program just because she seems so fun. And then I just started listening to the audiobook for You Are a Badass, which I'm enjoying that as well. So yeah, I need it to help my mindset because I still think my mind is not where I want it to be, but I'm working on it every day. So I think that's the important part.
Yeah. And I mean, guys, mindset is something you have to constantly work on. Like I was saying, I was talking to Claire earlier today and she was like struggling this weekend. So like, just because you think you see these like higher up coaches that have been doing this for 2 years, I still struggle. Like, I'm going to share a funny thing in the team page after this call. You guys are going to laugh your ass off. Hopefully there's no kids around of a no I got today. Can you is it okay, Justine? Can you hear us? We see you. Oh no. Maybe just call in. Brittanie, can you talk about your vision? I didn't really ask Justine this, but can you talk about your vision for why you want to do this?
Oh, that's been such a hard question for me. I feel like I'm still searching for my why. I think my hardest part is because when I hear other people talk, a lot of people's whys are financial means or to get out of a current job or current debt or something like that. And I don't feel overwhelmed with debt. I love my job. So that's not a driving point. It's kind of like a bonus, but it doesn't keep me going. I think my why, I think, is friendship. Having Justine already, like my go-to girl, and having Danielle there and getting to know Brianna. And now we just talked to Liz. So meeting Claire this weekend and a woman that I work with, obviously at work, she's doing Beachbody now. And so we hung out at Super Saturday. So it's just these people that care about me outside of my 9 to 5 and so I guess I don't know. I still question my why. I'm not sure. People say it should make you cry or it should make you like really, really deep down feel it. And that's important to me. It really is. I don't know if that's my why. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But for right now, that's what it feels like.
Well, I think it's being a part of something bigger than yourself, right?
Yeah.
Having that purpose, that deeper purpose in life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And something I didn't share with you is that her and her boyfriend haven't gotten the opportunity to travel. And Beachbody has a lot of opportunities to travel when you put in the work, guys. So yeah, that may seem like a thing to chase after, but that's a huge part of my reason for doing this. I mean, to get a free vacation this month is like, just the fact that I don't have to plan a vacation is like so worth it because I hate planning. So that's a big part of Brittany's vision as well. And something that this can be the vehicle to get you something else you want out of life. It doesn't have to just be, oh, I want the Success Club points, or, oh, I want the free backpack. It can be the vehicle to help you open a wine store or help you whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never left the United States. I've barely traveled throughout the United States. So I feel like sitting in one state my whole life has just been kind of like this trap. So I do want to get out with the free backpack. I agree, Justine.
What other questions do you guys have for Brittanie? Quiet ones.
Trying to see if I wrote anything down specific.
Or you can talk about Super Saturday.
Super Saturday was great. Who else went to Super Saturday? Raise your hand if you did. I know Liz did. Danielle did. That's awesome. Yeah. So great. I have tons of notes from Super Saturday. But Michael Neiman was at ours. I don't know. Was there any big wigs at the Atlanta one? Did you guys have any corporate people at Atlanta or any master trainers?
So maybe Liz can talk about our Super Saturday. Go for it.
Am I on mute?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay. I have headphones on. I'm not really sure if you're hearing me through the headphones or through the computer, but if you can't hear me, ours was good. So, I don't know. I don't know if people are like officially official or like half official or like how that whole thing works, but we had two awesome people. So the trainer, she was a trainer, just a regular trainer. I don't know lingo, but she actually teaches at Danielle's gym. And she did an awesome like half insanity, half Paya workout because we were in a field and so we couldn't like lay on the ground really. Oh yeah, she's in the Country Heat video. So it was really good. I was really impressed with like how quickly she was modifying the workout because you could tell she like wanted to do the next move, which would make us have to lay in the wet grass, and we never had to do that, so that was good. It was also fun to do like two workouts that I don't usually do at the same time, which was cool. And then one of the speakers was on the council with Danielle, and she's just like so over the top and amazing, and I loved her. And then the other one was Ashley Smith. I think that's her name. Ashley Smith. I'm terrible at names. And she was a top 10 coach last year, and she was the one who gave me the idea for the prep week, which Brittanie and Justine and Brandon and I have been talking about for our next group. So yeah, it was awesome and fun. There were a lot of really cool people there.
That's awesome. Is Danielle still in?
Yeah.
Oh, there she is. I couldn't find your picture. I was like, wait, where'd she go? Yeah, well, that sounds fun. Yeah, we had Michael Neiman who was there. We had a lot of cool speakers. Do you remember Ruth from the National Wake Up Call a couple weeks ago? She was there and she spoke with us. Similar story to what she said in her post, but she was really great to meet in person. There was one gentleman who he's had a huge transformation. He just became a coach recently after his transformation, but he had a very deep I guess about making sure that your why is for you and not for others, because for a while his why was based on this girl that he was in love with. He was extremely obese and he wanted to live longer and be healthier so that he could spend more time with her, marry her, have her children, raise their children, and everything had to do with her. And then she became extremely emotionally abusive and he got very emotional talking about it. And so he's eventually gotten out of that relationship and he's on his way up, and personal development has been huge. And he discovered that his why needs to be something that people can't take away from him. It's because once she left the picture, his why was no longer a thing. So that was a pretty powerful message. So his name was, I wrote Chris Downing. That's the new trainer. That's not who that is. But yeah, so that was great. And then there's this woman named Rosa. She was very big about, she had a lot of great points, but her main point was be where you are. So don't always have your phone on you and make your business a 24/7 thing. Set times in the morning or in the afternoon or whenever to do business things. But then when you're with your family, be with your family. When you're with your kids, be with your kids. And she was really big on driving that point home. And I appreciated hearing that, because that's still something I'm trying to find. When do I work on Beachbody? When do I spend quality time with people? When do I focus on work? And I think that's hard. So yeah, definitely. I feel like I'm on my phone all the time. So if you can designate, I mean, you have work hours when you go into your day job. So if you can have work hours for Beachbody, everyone can respect that time, and you'll get more done, most likely. And people won't start to, I mean, like they always say, especially with spouses, people won't resent your business because it's taking time away from quality time. So that was a great message too. Lots of great things happening. And I just switched my order to vanilla vegan for this next month. I'm so excited. Yeah.
So if you could say your biggest takeaway from Super Saturday, what was it?
I think, not to be cheap, but I think it's the comment about the phone, about being present. I really think that's going to be something that I apply the most. And really, I'm still trying to find that sweet spot of time where I can just pump my power hour out and be ready. So working on that. She was great. Her name was Rosa. She's from Canada.
Yeah, she was top 10 coach last year too.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, Justine, we'll do a poll. Did you want to add anything else from Super Saturday, Justine? I know you're tired. Hold on, I have to unmute you. It won't let me unmute you. Oh, there you go.
So unfortunately, my Super Saturday experience wasn't as great as everybody else's, but I just really enjoyed seeing like the community as a whole. I mean, I was pretty disappointed in the day. There was like one pretty good speaker. He was just one of the Beachbody Challenge winners, and his story was a good story. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it like our Super Saturday, like our presentation was a sales pitch, so it wasn't as helpful, and like they were running really late. But Autumn's Q&A was awesome. For those of you who don't know, Autumn was at mine, and her workout was really cool too. But yeah, so on her Q&A, somebody asked something about like, oh, if I'm doing 2 a days, do I need to increase my calories and like increase like what meal plan I'm on? And she was like, absolutely not. Like, because you're doing 2 workouts a day, like you're still like, I can't pronounce the word, like sedentary. I just is one of those words I can't pronounce. But like you're still like not really moving that much. Like especially even if you're a Beachbody coach, like that's proof that you're like sitting down on your computer. So hearing that, ready to train for a full marathon, and hearing her say that kind of made me feel better about like staying in the calorie range. I mean, I obviously eat a little bit more the nights before my long runs. I try and eat more carbs than what's really in the plan. But other than that, unless I know I'm running for like almost 2 hours, it was good to know that like no matter how much you're working out a day, you should maintain your current calorie plan.
That's awesome. You don't get Autumn one-on-one like that often. So I think it's just like an important to know that every Super Saturday is different, and you're going to relate to different people different ways. And, you just keep going because it reminds you that you're part of something bigger than yourself. So
that was my favorite part, was working out with other people. Like the programs that we do at home by ourselves all the time, finally doing that move next to someone else, I thought was really, really cool. Because I love group exercise, so that's what it felt like. That's what it was.
Yeah. Well, usually they have another Super Saturday in July, but since we have Summit, that will take the place of the Super Saturday, and I know a lot of you are going. So if you guys have any questions about that, post it in the team page. I'm sorry. But this was awesome to hear from you guys. I hopefully this was helpful for the rest of you to kind of see like this business is actually really simple. And I was telling Justine this before the call, like just write your 100 name list for the month and then just start connecting with them. and use that 7-step funnel that I posted so that it's really simple, guys. Like, don't feel like you have to do everything. Just connect with people each day, share your genuine heart, and show up. And I promise you, fun things will happen. All right? Thanks for hopping on, guys. And look out for a funny post right after this because it was just too good not to share. I will see you guys later. All right?
Awesome. Good night.
Go rock your weeks.